So just a quick update. Last week, members of the commission, both staff and some of our commissioners, along with Wendy from the Probation Commission, attended the National NACOL Convention in Dallas, Texas. So it was a great event. We had a great participation. We were happy to be joined by our DA, Mr. Gascon, out there, and I think we all learned a lot. So it was a great training opportunity for our staff. As you know, we've been going through a series of special hearings with the COC involving the issue of deputy gangs. We have another one scheduled this Friday at 9 a.m. at Loyola Law School. We anticipate that we'll probably have 3 to 4 additional hearings, but this one on Friday, we expect to have 2 to 3 witnesses. I can't really name them at this point, but we continue to delve into this really important issue of deputy gangs within the LA County Sheriff's Department. While I'm on that, I did want to thank Supervisor Solis and Esther for their assistance in giving us an additional continuance within which to respond to the board's motion. Now it is now due in April. That extra time was needed because as we go forward with these special hearings, we are hearing from more and more witnesses who want to provide testimony. We're also, of course, running into the roadblock of potential retaliation for some of these witnesses who've been told that they cannot testify. A lot of shenanigans, if you would, that have been going on with a number of witnesses, hence sometimes the change in date. I also wanted to mention that we did have a regularly scheduled meeting for tomorrow, September 22nd. We canceled that meeting because we didn't want to have back-to-back meetings with the commissioners, and there was an issue with their availability to attend both meetings. There was no other reason for that. We continue to be concerned with conditions in the jails. We were going to discuss that at our September 22nd meeting. We'll discuss that at our October meetings. Several weeks ago, we had a town hall meeting on street takeovers, which was well attended. We had attendance from both the Sheriff's Department, the CHP, from the State Assembly. We're going to continue addressing that issue as well. We will have in the upcoming month in October a town hall really focusing on the Lancaster area, which will include the issue of school resource officers. It's an issue that we continue to be concerned with. We had a meeting with some of the community groups up there, and so we're continuing to work on that issue. And finally, at our next meeting, we're going to spend a little bit of time retooling our ad hoc committees. As I'm sure you all know, we have multiple ad hoc committees on the CLC. According to Robert's Rules of Order, and legally, ad hoc committees are temporary committees. We've had some temporary committees for 5 years now, so we want to get rid of some of those committees. We do want to focus on the jails. We do want to focus on the deputy gangs, and there are some other issues we're going to focus on as well. So as you all know, there were the search warrants that were issued, one of which to one of our commissioners, Commissioner Giggins. We have some very strong feelings about that, and we're going to address that at our meeting on Friday. And so with that, if there are any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Thanks so much, Brian. Would it be possible to put together, maybe this is better for maybe the following presentation, but I'm really interested in the NACOL kind of takeaways, like top line, some of the lessons learned that we may be able to apply in LA County.
Absolutely.
Questions from the Justice Deputies for Brian? Veronica?
Hey, Brian, thank you for that presentation. Just one quick question. On the work that the COC is doing with respect to school resource deputies, are you working sort of hand in hand with any sort of like groups of young people, like maybe our youth commission, or is there any sort of interaction between the COC and some young people on the school resource deputy issue?
You know, it's a good idea. We have not worked with the Youth Commission. We'll reach out to them and see if they would like to participate in what we're doing. We're still formulating our strategy, again, working with some of the community groups out there, because there's more than the school resource issues that we want to address in the Lancaster areas. There's a whole plethora of things that's going on up there involving the Sheriff's Department. So that's just going to be one aspect of what we're doing, but we'll definitely reach out to the Youth Commission.
All right, that's awesome. Thank you, Brian. That's my only question. Sure. Thanks, John.
Thanks, Veronica. Esther.
Yeah, not so much a question, but yeah, just Brian, thank you and the COC for your continued work on the deputy gang issue. We know it's incredibly important and it impacts our county so much, and the retaliation components are real, But, thank you and the COC for continuing to get to the bottom of our deputy gang issue. Thanks so much.
Thank you. And we certainly appreciate your support, Esther.
Thanks, Esther. Yeah, and Brian, please share with the commissioners that the board is paying attention.
Do you
that,
need the link?
oh, sorry.
Okay. So then, I want to look at the agenda because something says.
Monse? Okay. Yeah, just, let the commissioners know the board is paying attention and appreciates their work because it's, not an easy task. Are there questions from the justice deputies? Seeing none. All right. Thanks so much. Darty, can we do public comment on
Sure.
item 4C?
Anyone here for public comment on item 4C? Raise your hand on Teams or speak up. Hearing none.